I wish the purple was in the front and not the orange. Hey everybody, it's Jenny, aka Coop Dizzle, and you know, I just decided I'm gonna wear my fun wig because we're gonna do something non-breast cancer related. I recently got tagged by my Uncle Josh to do the accent tag. I don't know if Chris will do it because that's not what his channel is about, and I think it would just shock his subscribers, and they'll just be like, that's random. But I'll do it because I've done tag videos. So this is the accent tag, and everyone says things differently. I remember living in the UK and having a very heated discussion with my British neighbors about how we say things differently. So I'm from Texas. I grew up and was raised in Texas, and I did work for Cytel, which is their main company that they work for is Capital One, and I was told many times as a sales rep that I did not have a Texas twang. Although my British neighbors, they would always say they could tell when I talked to my mom because I would get a Texas twang. So sometimes it comes out and sometimes it doesn't. So there's a list of words and I have to say them. Aunt, like that's my Aunt Christy and I love her very much. Roof, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, and then something about, oh, New Orleans. And this is something that my uncle and I got in a very heated debate about, and I feel like I am right because if you just walk down the street, there's a walking path, in the community walking path, there's nothing but pecan trees there. I can walk around the town, and several times a few years ago when I would walk to get Devin from school, on the way home I would stop and pick up pecans and fill it up. So if you, Joshua, do not have pecan trees down the road, when he was here, he'd never even seen a pecan in the shell. Like, he didn't know it came in a casing. So if you don't know that much about pecans, then you're not saying it right, okay? I'm from Texas, and we don't say pecans, we say pecans. Literally, we had a very, very heated debate about that, and I was like, you don't get to say if I'm right or wrong, because you've never seen a pecan in its shelling. So, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum, an envelope, or yeah, I say envelope. Okay, and then there's like a list of questions. I'll put everything down in the link below. I'm not gonna tag hardly anybody in it. I do have for sure one idea of who to tag in it because she's quirky and I love her videos. So Hannah, I'll be tagging you down below, and see what you do. I don't really like people that I talk to through YouTube, like Robert. I mean, he does DIY tips. He doesn't really do tags. So I'll tag you in it, Robert. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I've really been racking my brain, so I'll tag you guys below. You don't have to do it, but I'm sure Hannah, you'll do it because you do tags and you're funny, but you don't have to. Okay, there are 10 questions to you. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing. What is a bug when you touch it, it curls up into a ball? A roly-poly. I love roly-polies. They're so cute. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? I call it Coke, even though I don't drink Coca-Cola. If I'm talking like to my friends, I'm like, I'm going to go in and get a Coke. But I usually walk out with either a Pepsi or Dr. Pepper. What do you call gym shoes? Shoes? What do you say to address a group of people? Y'all? because I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas, and we here say y'all. But that's not just a Texas thing. I think almost everyone says y'all. They do in England. My neighbors said y'all, and they also said reckon, which I thought was really funny. I was like, you said reckon. So, what do you call a kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? A daddy long leg. And we have a lot of them out at my mom's house. What do you call your grandparents? Grandma and Grandpa. I didn't really have any quirky names for my grandparents. It was always Grandpa and their last name. I did have a great-grandmother who I called Nani, and fingers crossed, if I make it long enough to meet my grandchildren, I would love for them to call me Nani because I loved her. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? I call it a grocery cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? A shower? What is the thing you change with the TV channel with? A controller? Well, or a remote control, but I don't have cables, so I don't really watch TV. I use my Xbox, and so I use the controller. So I'll put all the questions and all the words in the link below, and I'll tag a few people. And like I said, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I didn't mind doing the accent tag. Yeah. I don't think I really have a Texas twang. But I hope that this wasn't too random and you enjoyed it. And if I said something differently than how you say it, tell me how differently you say it, or do the tag video and tag me in it so I can see how you say your words differently than I say my words. Because we're all unique and special. Anyway, this was fun. Thanks, Josh, for tagging me. And check your boobs, check your balls, and when life gets really overwhelming and you have an argument with your uncle about how to pronounce pecan, just think this too shall pass and he'll be back in New York. Bye, guys. Love you. Okay. Look at my beautiful wig. It's so pretty.